What is up? It's TJ. Thank you again so much for tuning in to Talks with TJ. Before we get started, I'd really appreciate if you would go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you are up to date on me talking about budgets, me talking about sneakers, me talking about clothes, me talking about whatever, because the channel is called Talks with TJ, and I'm going to talk about all the things that I actually love to talk about, which hopefully can help you budget. Therefore, you can buy more sneakers, buy more clothes, buy whatever more that you want to do, because having a budget allows you to do that. And of course, if you're going to hit subscribe, go ahead and hit the notification bell. That way you actually know when I'm making videos. Yeah, it is bun life and, you know, glasses life today. So, if you have watched the video about the ebook that I wrote, it is a free budget ebook called How to Build a Set Budget. And it's all about helping you take control of your money and your income so that you can do the things that you want to do with it. And that means treat yourself. Like, if you've watched the video, now I'll make sure to link it down below, and I'll put it somewhere in this video. The set part of my budget, it has to do with saving, extra debt payments, and treat yourself, right? I'm all about treating yourself. I'm a big proponent of treat yourself. If people do not understand, whether it be, you know, sneakers, I'm probably going to dead stock these bad boys tonight. Yeah, probably on dead stock these bad boys tonight. So, I'm all about treating yourself, right? Yeah, I'm that person that got the shirt. I'll probably rock this with it. You know, little basic Nike shirt, little basic Nike shirt. I'm the person that's all about treating yourself, right? Because for one, I think that it's just basic human nature, and I'm for it. I like to treat myself too. I like nice things too. Like, I need to go get my nails done. I like nice things too. But I just think there are times where maybe you should hold off on treating yourself. Yeah, maybe there are some times that you need to hold off, and we're gonna get into just 3 of them. There are tons that I could go into, but I think there are 3 times where maybe you should not treat yourself to anything. I don't care what that could be, just maybe you shouldn't be treating yourself. So, number 1, as an adult, if you don't have at least $1,000 cold hard cash money in savings that you can immediately pull out liquid if you need to for an emergency, you don't need to be treating yourself to a damn thing, but hustling harder to earn money to get savings. Okay, that's 1000% how I feel. You have no business trying to buy shoes, trying to buy clothes, trying to get tattoos. Vacations, none of that. I don't care. No, none of that. You don't need to be trying to treat yourself to a thing. Not even buying a puppy if you so want, because you need to make sure that you are being a responsible adult, and that means having money to do things. You know, you shouldn't have a GoFundMe to pay for a car repair as an adult, but you're still doing X, Y, and Z that has nothing to do with being responsible. Like, just miss me with all that, and yeah. Work on that first bit of savings of $1,000. Second, if you're not even covering the first 4, which again, in my ebook, I talk about the first 4 things you should do with your budget every single month. You need to account for rent, you need to account for food, you need to account for utilities, you need to account for transportation costs, and that can be gas in your car insurance, Uber, Lyft, public transit, I don't care, however the hell you get from point A to point B to do what it is you need to do to make a living. You need to account for those first 4 things. And if you can't do that as an adult, you know, I see so many tweets, I see kids on Instagram, and I say kids because I'm almost 30, so I feel old now, but I see people going on and on about how they may work 40 hours a week, but they can't even cover basic expenses, and how am I going to eat, and things like that. And I get that it's hard, like, I understand, but the reality is, if you can't even cover those basic things, you don't need to be going out to eat, you don't need to be shopping, you don't need to be doing a damn thing except for trying to get your money up so that you have the basic necessities to live. Just basics. We're not talking extras. You can't afford to be extra. You are too broke right now to be extra. So maybe just hold off on treating yourself if you can't cover the basic expenses. Which means if you can't cover the basic expenses, you probably ain't got $1,000 in your savings too. So I've just covered 1 and 2. Number 3 is just going to be the final one. Going to be quick. If you have kids and their needs aren't being met, like, I get a kid can't get everything they want. I didn't get everything that I wanted. It made me a well-rounded human being. You can't get your kid everything they want. That's fine. They shouldn't get everything they want. When they do, they turn into pretentious, entitled brats that no one can stand. So if your kid has needs, though, diapers, formula, school supplies, stuff for sports, just whatever that kid needs, and you can't provide it, but you can provide new Jordans on your feet every release, you are a broke bum parent and you need to stop. There is at no point should you be more outfitted than your child. And I don't mean your child needs to be in name brands, but your child should always come first once you have it, to make sure that they're taken care of, to make sure that they're good. I'm not saying that's what all sneakerheads do. They just ignore their children. I don't have kids yet. This doesn't apply to me. But that you just ignore your children, that's not what I'm saying. But there are plenty of parents where I've seen them. They're decked out. Mom and dad are matching, and the kid's looking a hot ass mess, or they're complaining they can't afford school supplies for the kid, whatever the kid may need. Once your kid gets to a certain point in school, understand they're going to have all these expenses. It's like a Christmas list sheet that just comes out of stuff that you got to pay for as a parent. Make sure you can provide it, which means maybe don't treat yourself to whatever you think you deserve. Nights out at the club because you need to get away or whatever. I get it. Kids are stressful, but that's no reason for you not to provide for them first before you treat yourself after the basics are taken care of. I could go into so much more about maybe not treating yourself if you're not, saving more, you don't have anything going into retirement. Just so many things, right? If you can't meet basic annual things that come up, like getting a Mother's Day gift for your mom or your dad, if, y'all are on good terms, I'm just saying. If you can't cover your car registration, right, that comes up every single year, this annual thing. Our car registration is due in June, and if you can't meet those basic things, do you need to be treating yourself? Let's just ask this question. I think it's a no. Don't be mad at me that I said that. Actually, quite frankly, I don't give two shits if you're mad. Be a responsible adult, alright? Treat yourself when, you've done what you need to take care of. That's all I really gotta say. Thank you for watching.